Hello YouTube, it's your boy Nathan coming you to do another recap video. Today we are talking 90 Day Fiancé before the 90 Days season 6 episode 5 Suspect. So we're just gonna get right on to it. Not much went down in this episode, a couple things to talk about. We seen all the couples except for one that we still yet to meet, and I'll introduce them at the end of the video. First couple I want to talk is Misha and Nicola. So, as we all know, Misha and Nicola, devoted Catholics, people of God and stuff. They wake up. The producers asked them, "Did anything happen last night?" And they both said they did not sin. They just hugged and kissed and everything and whatever, and cuddled. I guess Misha came into his room and cuddled with them and all that. So they didn't sin in the eyes of God. So, okay, cool. So they go out and view the Holy Land. They went to this this place that where this holy place where Mary, I think they said where Mary was. I forget. I'm sorry. Apologies. I gotta do better. But they went to just take a tour a little bit of Israel and stuff, and talk about God and stuff and everything. It was cool. But Misha and Nicola, she was just like, this is not a vacation. I'm here to figure out what am I doing with you, how it's been in the last 7 years. And she asked them, like, do your parents know that I know I'm here? And he said no. And then she even asked him, like, do they even know that I exist? And she wants to, like, meet the family and stuff, but he's afraid that they're gonna, like, disown her, not like her or whatever. But she doesn't care, but she's just mad that he hasn't even told his family about her yet and everything. And then when she called him out about it, he just starts laughing like it was a joke. And she was like, what part do you find this funny? Like, she's like, well, my brother is gonna say that he'll see us together or something like that. And Misha is just like, she still wants to meet the family. So later, they wake up again at the hotel, and she's kind of irritated with him about it. And she mentioned she didn't fly all this way for nothing, basically. And he Nicola made this very, very rude comment that he's supposed to be a man of God. A man of God don't say things like this. He said that Misha is more cute when she's mute. She's more cute when she's mute. Apparently, what he's trying to say is that she talks a lot, and when she's quiet, she's at her cutest. That was a rude comment. I feel like Nicola is playing games. I feel like he's a man child, basically. He's 46 years old, a man child. He don't have much relationship experience, and that's fine. But I think at that age, you should know how to really talk to women. Just saying. And she was like, this is like a little defense mechanism that he's pulling and everything, just like deflecting on something I say and stuff. And she's just trying to get to know him, get to know his family and everything, and he's just like brushing it off like it's nothing. So I was pulling for them, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure now. I'm really not sure. Anyway, that was Misha and Nicola. Next couple, speaking of which, next couple I want to talk is Riley and Violet. Oh my god, Riley is something. Riley is something else. My man Riley. All right, so he's in Vietnam with Violet. And last week we left off with them, like, she had to take care of some stuff for school, like on his first full day and stuff, so he was upset about that. So this episode, Riley calls one of somebody back at home and talks, and he expresses his frustration about how it's the first day and he's alone because she had plans, and his family member friend back at home was like, she should make you a priority. Like, it's been 2 years, y'all been talking for 2 years, and she's already playing games and had other plans. All her plans should evolve around you and stuff. And Riley is thinking about it. He's upset about it and everything, and agrees. But later, he does all that crying, and he later gets a text from Violet saying he meet him at this place. And so he's all excited. He gets ready and goes and meets her at the place. And he said that she changed her plans, and he could come to this place now. So he gets to the place. He talks to Violet. He said, that I'm glad you invited me here, but that did make me feel a certain type of way, because like I came all this way, and you didn't see me as a priority. And she was brushing it off like it was nothing as well. And he just kept on bringing it up. He really wanted to draw on her head that made him feel a certain type of way. And I see his point. I mean, he did travel all that way, and yeah, her time should devote mostly around him and stuff. You do need some space while he's there for 2 weeks, but I do see his point. But take your wins when you come in, Riley. You don't have to like egg it on each time in each conversation. And Violet's like, yeah, I know, I'll make more time for you during this trip. So he was like, okay, I love you, this and that. And basically that was it. Judging by the previews next week, it looks like it's going to get rocky between them. So I'm kind of curious to see how that plays about. Speaking of Rocky, let's talk Jasmine and Gino. Gino and Jasmine. Now, we all know last week they had the prenup discussion. Jasmine went ham, and she told Gino to get out. So this episode, Gino goes to this like coffee shop or whatever, or this, and he talks to a bartender who speaks English. And he says that, hey, I'm from the U.S. and everything. I'm here visiting my fiance. I'm here because we got into a fight because I wanted a prenup. He basically told the bartender his business, and the bartender told him that their culture, prenups are not common. So she was like, I could see why she got mad about the prenup. So after he heard that, Jasmine while he's doing that, Jasmine and her sister Liz go out, and she's all crying and everything. Don't think that Gina trusts her, or doesn't think that Gina is the most important. That Jasmine thinks Gino feels that Gino is not the most important person in his life and everything. So she's crying to the sister and everything, and really wants to like fight for the relationship and stuff. So she decides to text Gino and tells him to meet her at this restaurant, and they'll try to make up. So Gino and Jasmine, they go to the restaurant. Gino decides to change his mind about the prenup and everything, and Jasmine all of a sudden going to say, oh, if he would have pressed it a little bit more, I would have signed the prenup. Now they playing. She's playing games now too. She's playing games. They're playing mind games with each other, and I don't like that. So, Jasmine said that she really loves Gino. She wants to fight for this relationship and stuff. But then she had the audacity to ask him, "What about? What are you going to get a will? Are you going to get a will?" And Gino was like, "Are you serious? A will?" And she was like, well, if I go to the U.S. and you randomly die, I'll be left with, gotta have something. And he was like, we're just about to get married and you're already expecting for me to die? And she was like, okay, anything can happen, baby. Yeah, that's true, anything can happen, but dang. There's just I feel like Jasmine, she means well, but how she's coming about, how she's saying things is just not coming out right. It's really not coming out right. So I don't know. She wants Gina to have a will and stuff, and I don't know what she's really after, because Gina, I don't think Gina has like a lot of materialistic things that she wants. So I don't think that she thinks like she's getting all kind of gold and stuff. I don't want to call her a gold digger, but like I don't know. He is working hard for what he has, but he has he has a lot of savings. But if Jasmine thinks she's gonna get all of that, then she's kindly mistaken. Just saying. Anyway, that was Gina and Jasmine. Next couple is Cleo and Christian. So, Christian and Cleo, as we all know, we met Christian and Cleo last week. Cleo is autistic and she's transgender. So she has a little bit of a double whammy there. Christian is kind enough to give her a fair chance, and it's nice of Christian. Now, his family and friends know that she's trans and know that she's autistic, but they don't want to know the full scoop of it. But they do they left him a little bit of comments saying like, like she's not really a woman, she's pretending to be a woman and everything, and like just like they're not 100% accepting of him being with a trans woman. While Cleo, despite all that, she's really smart and she's getting off that vibe. So like Christian met up with his friends and talked about it and everything, and said that he's going, like this is the longest he's had a relationship in a while and everything. He's going overseas and stuff. And I guess he had sent Cleo a message right before he boarded from Minnesota that they're not going to be hugging and kissing right away. And his friend was like, and he told his friend that, and his friend was like, if someone texted me and said that they weren't going to hug and kiss me after I come to another freaking country, then I would feel sad. I agree with the friend. I understand like with Christian, he's getting like may have like a little bit of doubt because like again, this is a double whammy for him. He's dating somebody who is autistic and is transgender. So and as I said last week, I kudos to him for being accepting, because Cleo, out of everybody, Cleo needs love the most with that, because she's not fully, the society is not really accepting her at all, period. And you got someone like Christian who is, but this is his first time experiencing something like this, so he's going to be feeling nervous. So now his parents are getting in his head, his family's getting in his head about like maybe you shouldn't hug and kiss in public or something like that, so now he's a little scared and stuff. And now that's like, and he didn't even tell Cleo that, but Cleo's smart. She was like, I know his family got in his head about that, and it is what it is and stuff. And so like she's smart. So don't underestimate like anybody's intelligence for what they are, because we could really catch on. I'm really pulling for them because I feel like as I say, Cleo needs love the most, and I feel like Christian could be that person, but and it's gonna take time, and Cleo has to work with him, but it's gonna take time. If they take their time and not try to push each other away and not be annoying with it, then it could work. But if Cleo gets a little bit too pushy and tries to press on certain things, it's not gonna work. So I'm hoping they do well. So that was Christian and Cleo. Next couple is Amanda and Rosman. So surprisingly, they only had one scene in this episode. So they're in a car, crying, both of them crying. Amanda is irritated with him because he's about to do a music video and he's going to be kissing another girl. And she's upset that he's going to kiss another girl, and he's just doing this for business, not for pleasure and everything. Rosman had told Amanda, sometimes she's really mean to him and stuff, and like Amanda feels like he's not listening to her and stuff and everything. But Amanda did realize that like he is a good guy and that he is trying, and like maybe like she could like like back off a little bit. I give her. I'm staying with her. I wouldn't want, like, if this was the other way around, I wouldn't want my woman to kiss another dude on a music video. So that's fine. So I'm with her on that. But in terms of other things, they're they need to communicate a little bit better and just like take the relationship a little bit more serious, both of them. We already know Amanda shouldn't even be over there anyway. But she is making the best of it. And I give Rosman credit. He's handling it like the best he can. But he does need to take the relationship a little bit more serious, and they do need to listen to each other and everything. So that was all we've seen on Amanda and Rosman. Next couple is David and Sheila. So David and Sheila. David arrived to the Philippines. Remember, David's deaf. He arrived to the Philippines, and him and Sheila, they went to this little restaurant and everything and got some food and stuff. Sign languaging is still like a little challenge for Sheila, but she knows a little bit of it. So they get some food. He texts her and says he has to use the bathroom. He goes to this restaurant. They go to a restaurant, and he said this is not. David said that this is not the kind of restaurant that he would see in America, and everything. And if he had this choice in America, it wouldn't be his first choice. Yeah, the restaurant wasn't all that, but it is what it is. It's the Philippines, for crying out loud. So him and Sheila, they eat. And then I guess like he started eating like really loud. And Sheila said that he sounded like a pig when he ate, but she's like, he sounded like a pig, but it didn't bother her. Well, that's real comforting. So they go back to the hotel, and same thing, the hotel, he said he booked the hotel because it was cheap, but it was not a 5-star restaurant. He said that like the looks were deceiving, and like it wasn't as good as advertised, but he said he'll make do. So him and Sheila went to bed. I guess they did have their little intimate time together. They're a really good couple. It's just like if he wasn't deaf, they probably would be the top couple of the season right now. I think that David is a really nice guy. Like from the sign languaging and what he's saying and stuff. He's in love with Sheila, and Sheila really loves him. So I'm really, really pulling for them. I think like their story could really be something big if it works out that way. So I can't wait. I can't wait for when he meets the daughter and everything. I mean the son, pardon me. I can't wait for Riley to meet Violet's kids as well. And the last person I want to talk about is my man Tyree. Tyree. As we all know, Tyree got catfished. The producers on the first episode told us that he was talking to a guy named Christian. Tyree thinks it's a joke. Tyree thinks that it's a misunderstanding. Tyree thinks that Carmela is really real. Tyree's family did research, and they found some things. Prior to finding out about the research, Tyree tells his sister that maybe Carmela was in jail, and she got out of jail, and her husband found out she was talking to me, and her husband is in on this. What? What? I mean, he really thought that she was in jail and got out of jail like a pen pal and was like talking, and the husband found out. He really thinks that. He really thinks that the producers are really playing a joke on him. And that was his theory. Boy, I lost his mind. So the sister comes out and says, I did more research on Carmela and I reversed more pictures. And she found tons of pictures. Carmela's pictures, the pictures of Carmela are on an escort page. Looking for fun. Typical. That's typical. We thinking this is a Yahoo boy doing this from, like, them Yahoo boys from Nigeria and Ghana. We thinking these are them Yahoo boys doing this. Tyree takes the phone and then just throws it away. I guess there was a number that they, on one of the escort pages, they called it, and there was no answer. Tyree all upset. Tyree still thinks he's talking to really Carmela. There was multiple pictures of the girl in the pictures on them escort pages. And usually nowadays, like, if you're gonna catfish somebody, like, make it look real. Like, if you're posting pictures of someone who is in the adult industry, or a model, or like a nude model or something, it's kind of easy to find out you're not talking to that person, because them type of girls ain't gonna be talking to people like us. You're not going to see me getting on a dating app and talking to this beautiful blonde adult entertainment star and thinking it's really the adult entertainment star. What's adult entertainment star doing on this particular app talking to somebody like me? Not even trying to be funny, but that's just the reality of the situation. And Tyree think he is talking to this girl and not believing. If the producers were really lying, then they're wrong for that. But the producers ain't really lying, because they even asked them. They said, if you don't want to film anymore, we'll get rid of we won't use the film. We won't use you. If you want to be done, we'll be done. They gave him that option, but he's still filming, and they still aired it. So the producers ain't lying. You got catfish, dude. Just accept it. Now, people are thinking, well, maybe Tyree could possibly be gay or something, and he might be just hiding and just afraid to come out. I don't want to jump to that conclusion. I don't like it when people like assume something like that. Just how the story sounds. He's fully in denial, of course, and this is what's making for good TV. But I don't like it when people say that until it's fully confirmed. I don't like making exceptions like that, because it's wrong and it is offensive. People used to do that to me all the time. People thought that I was gay, and I'm not 100% straight. People thought the way I talked, I sounded too fruity and stuff. Makes no sense. They don't know me. I'm 100% straight. Never was gay. Not against gays. I always say in my comments, no rude, no racist, no homophobic comments after every video I do on this channel. And this goes for, people who are going after Tyree. He's fully in denial. But he just wants love. And I can't fault him for that. I cannot fault him for that. So we'll see how that plays about. Anyway, guys, that is the end of my review. Next week on Before the 90 Days, we still got one more couple to meet, and I just saw them in the previews. Statler and Dempsey. Statler and his two girls, Statler and Dempsey. Dempsey's from the UK, and yeah, I can't wait to see them. They look really good, so they're gonna be a nice couple to watch. So can't wait to meet them after next week. Then we'll meet all 8 couples. This is the first season since season 4 Before the 90 Days, where we have 8 couples instead of 7. This episode, we just only had 7, we've seen all 7 couples. but we still got one more couple to meet, and we'll finally get to meet them next week. So I hope we keep that couple the rest of the season and everything. So I'm excited. So anyway, guys, I'll be back on tomorrow to recap the season finale, 11 Paradise, and then we'll be back. We'll be back next week to do B90 again, and then on the 10th we got the other season 5 of The Other Way coming back. So all new couples next week. One new couple for B90, and then all new couples for The Other Way again, except for 2 of them. So I'm excited. More recaps to come. And thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see y'all soon.